Hello there. Welcome to another episode of Electric Sheep. Let's get going with another episode of Grok's Adventures. And without any further delay, here is Footsteps.
Footsteps! Grok was a caveman who was going to the moon with warriors from throughout history, all of them united by the alien known as the Gorshet. But before he could leave for the heavens, he stood on Earth among his descendants. Grok's descendants were all around him. They were the warriors gathered behind him. They were the crowd assembled before him. They were the entire human race, and he was so proud of all the steps they had taken. Yet his descendants were only now becoming aware of him and his alien benefactor, the Gorshet. Earth had questions. The assembled crowd was full of people with raised hands, their voices murmuring with curiosity, confusion, and awe. Grok understood. They wished to be heard. He raised his hand, and silence fell. He pointed to a holy man in the front row, whose hand had been raised high. "Ask what you will," said Grok. The holy man clutched his Bible in trembling hands, his voice uncertain but firm as he spoke. "You claim to be our progenitor, and your friend, this alien, brings cures for cancer and AIDS and seemingly anything. But you also bring killers from across history, and you say you invented war?" He swallowed hard, his face pale. "And so I must ask, are you the devil himself? From the eternal sea he rises, placing armies on either shore, turning man against his brother until man exists no more." A hush fell over the crowd. Grok stood silent, absorbing each word. But before he could speak, one of his warriors pushed forward to stand beside him. A man covered in scars, his voice was raw with fury as he bellowed, "Blasphemy! For I am a warrior of God. I fought in the Crusades, and now my enemies stand here beside me. For Grok unites us, not just under the banners of war cut from his original flag, but under blood. His blood. He unites all mankind. Tell him, Gorshet. Explain with your science." Before the Gorshet could respond, Grok raised a steady hand, resting it on the Crusader's shoulder. His voice was calm but unshakable. "It is all right, my warrior. I believe I know what to say." The holy man was trembling in terror, but Grok stepped forward, his voice amplified by alien technology so that all could hear. "I am Grok. I am no devil, and I do not wish to see the end of man, but perhaps I could see the end of war." He exhaled, heavy with the weight of eons. "And I accept any blame you place upon me for my invention." The holy man's breath hitched. His hands trembled as tears welled in his eyes. "I do. I blame you. I curse you as you have cursed us. You." The crowd, filled with people in awe of Grok, turned vicious in an instant. Hands grabbed at the holy man, voices rising in anger. "Show respect," they shouted. "Shut up and listen." But Grok's voice rang out like a storm breaking over the land. "Let him speak." The force of it sent shudders through the gathering, and the crowd immediately unhanded the holy man. Grok bent down, picked up the Bible that had fallen to the ground, and handed it back with reverence. He locked eyes with the holy man and asked, "Who needs war gone the most?" The holy man answered without hesitation, "The children! Every moment we stand here, or you spend going to feasts, there are children dying because of war." Grok's expression shifted. His entire body seemed to change, as if something primal had awakened inside him. His face hardened, his breath became slow and deep, his eyes darkened with an intensity that sent a chill through the air. There was no more time for questions. The trip to the moon suddenly seemed trivial. With heavy steps, Grok turned and walked with purpose, each movement deliberate and final. He reached the Gorshet and placed the golden astronaut's helmet into its ethereal hands. His voice, now thunder, echoed across the earth. "Gorshet! The moon can wait. We must teach this world that war is not a thing for children. Use your power, your technology. Give me the reins of warfare. Give me the tools to end war, if it must be done. Take us now to where we are needed most. Do it now!" The Gorshet did not hesitate. With a single gesture, the air rippled. A blinding light engulfed Grok and his warriors, and in an instant they were gone. The massive crowd stood in stunned silence, eyes wide, mouths open. For a long moment, no one spoke. No one knew what to say. Then, a single sound broke the silence. A clap. The holy man, still holding his Bible, was the first to applaud. And then the world followed. Today had been good, but it is only one small step.
Well, there's lots to be said about that. Um, what's going to happen next? That's, exciting to see. Um, Sorry we didn't get more questions from the world, but sometimes things require an answer with actions rather than words as much. And you gotta stop fooling around and having food and well, not necessarily stop having food, but Grok's going to feasts and enjoying Earth life when he hasn't dealt with the consequences of his invention war. And so now he's going to do that before he can get back to enjoying himself, I think. Um, so, what's going to happen? Um, I like that Grok. I made sure that Grok he's very free speech. He doesn't like people silencing someone for speaking out against him, and so him screaming out at the crowd is just in keeping with that, I think. I thought this turned out pretty good. There's not too many changes from what I wrote. There might have been a little confusion. The crowd assembled is not the entire world, but Grok is related, and the entire world are his descendants. So everybody, whether it's the crowd, whether it's the warriors behind him, or the entire world, are his descendants. It might have sounded like there was only two groups there at the beginning, but he is announcing this to the whole world, so you know there's some overlap. So I hope you enjoyed the story. I want to wish you all the luck in the world, and I love you.